Hi there, I am Pete Thorn. Welcome to my studio. Happy you're joining me for this video. I'm here for Vintage King, and specifically to talk about and look at a really exciting new product that Vintage King's just started carrying. It's the newly released UA Apollo Twin interface. Here it is on the desk in front of me. So Vintage King sent me this unit to kind of evaluate and check out. I pulled it out of the box, set it up here on my desk. I decided I'd put together kind of a project studio setup here, and so I just plugged it in with a small portable hard drive and my MacBook Pro laptop, and that seemed like a good sort of end user real world scenario. Keep it small. I got that all set up, then I installed the included UA software, which includes their console application as well as the UAD powered plugins. More on those later, but if you're not familiar with what UAD powered plugin processing is, this unit actually has internal DSP. Okay, so you can use all the UAD plugins and they'll be powered on that DSP. Advantage there is that you can track through those plugins and experience basically zero latency. So it's really cool because I can say call up like a guitar amp model or something like that and play through it, and I can just monitor through it, or if I want I can actually track the sound of that plugin right into my digital audio workstation, which is Logic, and record that sound, and it feels very immediate with no latency, so it's really cool. Other big advantage is you're not putting any strain by running those plugins on your host computer's CPU because they're being processed on the internal DSP in the Apollo Twin. Okay, so what I thought I would do is completely track and mix a song using only the Apollo Twin here on my laptop and the UAD plugins. And I specifically sort of wrote a rootsy organic sounding track to see if I could pull that vibe out of this interface and the UAD plugins, and I was really happy with the results. And I tracked and mixed this song, within the first day that I had this unit set up. So I don't even think I cracked an owner's manual or anything like that. It was so easy to use and set up and get everything going, and just really happy with what I came up with. So here's the song. I'm going to play it for you now, and then we'll come back and talk some more about the Apollo Twin. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was my tune. I hope you dug it. I wanted to talk a little bit more about how I created this song using Apollo Twin. All the drums came out of Logic drummer software, but everything else was done using Apollo Twin and the UA powered plugins. So acoustics were tracked through one of the internal mic pre's on the unit. You get 2, and I was really happy with the way they sound. I think the mic pre's sound really good in the unit. Electrics and bass are all done by plugging into the high Z input on the bottom left corner here of Apollo Twin, and then what I did is just call up plugins in the UA console, and really simple to do. Let's look specifically at the Stratocaster guitar sound that I was able to come up with in that track. First thing I have is a UA 610 tube preamp plugin here, and that just I use to warm things up a little bit and also kick the front end of the next plugin and be able to just drive it a little bit harder, which is Soft Tube Vintage Amp Room. So that's what I use for amp modeling, and it sounds great. It's a 212 Brit style combo that I used here, and really warm, realistic guitar tone. So just listening to the sound of the 610 preamp and the Vintage Amp Room, this is the tone. Okay, so really great, warm, organic guitar sound. Next up, last but not least, I use the CS1 UA channel strip plugin, which is EQ, compression, some time-based effects like reverb and delay and chorusing if you want. Yeah, really cool, versatile plugin. I used it in this track for just a hint of compression and reverb. So adding the CS1 into the mix, this was the sound. Okay, so I was really happy with that guitar tone. It's just very organic to me and super cool. Really simple now to store that sound. I just go to Save Session As and get this little window here, and I can save this configuration now and use it in other tracks later on. Fantastic. Last but not least, on the UA console here, the really beautiful thing about the UAD powered plugins is I can monitor through these plugins and just listen to them on input, but not actually track the sounds of the plugins into my digital audio workstation. Or I can actually just click this record button here, and then whatever the guitar sound I dial up here in UA console is, that sound will get tracked right into Logic in my case, and then I'm committing to that sound, and it's really cool. And want to make commitments and not have so many decisions to make in the mix, you can do it that way. Or if you'd rather decide how you want things to sound later on, be able to tweak things, you just click this button right over here to the monitor setting, and then you're able to insert the UAD plugins in your digital audio workstation later on and tweak things at mixdown. Hey, thanks for watching my video on the UA Apollo Twin interface. Killer interface if you're looking for something for your project studio that packs a lot of punch, especially taking into account the UAD powered plugin processing. I really enjoyed using it. If you have any more questions on the unit, give the guys at Vintage King a call or check it out at vintageking.com. And until next time, I bid you farewell. I am Pete Thorn. See ya.